Speak sponsored by rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. rxcardclub.com. What happens to your body when you eat cacao? Cacao, the raw beans from which chocolate is made, has many health properties because of its plant compounds, known as flavonoids. These compounds can aid in blood pressure regulation, blood flow, and the prevention of blood clots. 1. Your heart health improves. Cacao beans and powders contain high levels of potassium. Potassium is an essential nutrient that can help maintain blood pressure. Sustained hypertension, high blood pressure, can lead to serious adverse health effects over time, such as heart disease, chest pain, and a decrease in blood flow to the heart. Adequate potassium intake from cacao can help reduce blood pressure while reducing the risk of adverse heart events or disease. While the body needs potassium, overdoing it can lead to dangerous health consequences, such as a heart attack. It's best to get your potassium from food, such as cacao, and only supplement if a healthcare provider directs you to. 2. Your metabolic health gets a boost. Cacao contains high levels of flavonoids, which are plant pigments that have medicinal benefits in the human body. Experts believe that flavonoids in cacao support metabolic health, which is how the body uses food for energy. Research shows that getting enough flavonoids can help support metabolic health, especially in people with diabetes. It works by aiding in the signaling and secretion of insulin, a hormone that helps to keep sugar levels balanced in the blood, improving fat deposits in the body, regulating how the body digests carbohydrates. 3. Your body fights oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a form of imbalance within the body. It occurs when too many free radicals, or unstable molecules, exist within the system. An excess of unstable molecules can cause damage to cells, leading to widespread inflammation. Antioxidants are corrective substances that can counteract damage by stabilizing free radicals. However, they can only do their job if there are enough of them to balance the number of free radicals in the body. 4. Your stress levels decrease. Cacao has been shown to improve mental health by lowering stress levels and encouraging feelings of relaxation. The compound tryptophan less than /speak, an amino acid found in cacao, reduces stress because the body uses tryptophan to create serotonin, one of the number 156, feel-good, and number 157, chemicals in the brain. Tryptophan can also improve sleep in some people, which positively affects mood disorders. 5. Your brain health improves. Research has examined how the intake of cacao can improve cognitive function and found that, because of its flavonoids, people who consume it can experience improved cognition, such as memory and critical thinking abilities. It's thought that flavonoids help to increase blood flow and oxygen flow to the brain and increase the level of neurotrophins, which are proteins that aid in the survival and function of brain cells, neurons. Older adults at a heightened risk of cognitive-related disorders such as Alzheimer's can also benefit from consuming cacao. Research has shown it helps trigger neuroprotective effects in people with these neurodegenerative diseases. 6. Your iron levels increase. Raw cacao beans contain high levels of iron. Iron is a mineral the body uses to produce a protein for red blood cells known as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is tasked with carrying oxygen throughout the body from the lungs. Iron is also used to help produce hormones. Cacao has so much iron that it is often considered one of the best sources for people who don't eat meat or animal products. It was also used in ancient medicine to treat anemia, a condition marked by a reduced number of healthy red blood cells, often caused by iron deficiency. Cacao nutrition profile. Eating cacao can provide many benefits because of its nutrient profile. Cacao, 5 grams amount of nutrient percent of daily value calories 20 varied carbohydrates 3g 1% fiber 2g 6% sugar 0g and/a total fat 0.5g 1% saturated fat 0.34g 2% trans fat 0g and/a protein 1g 3% magnesium 34 mg, mg 8%. Break raw cacao powder also contains 2% of the daily value of iron and potassium. It does not contain any cholesterol, sodium, or vitamin D. Break cacao versus cocoa. Break. The terms cacao and cocoa can be easily confused because they look similar. However, they have key differences in processing, flavor, and nutrition. Break cacao comes from raw beans, it is less processed and has a bitter taste. Cocoa comes from roasted beans, it is more heavily processed and typically sweet. And side effects of cacao. Break. While adding cacao to your diet has many health benefits, it's important to n less than /speak ote the side effects that can occur if you eat too much of it. Break. Because of certain compounds, such as caffeine, the plant-based food can lead to caffeine-related issues for people who are sensitive to caffeine or consume too much cacao in one day. Break cacao is also higher in calories and fat, which, in the long run, could contribute to the onset of overweight or obesity. rxcardclub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 80% on prescription drugs. Less than /speak.